Let's break down your exam day strategy for the Enrolled Agent Part 1 exam, which focuses entirely on individual taxation for the 2025 tax year. You have 3.5 hours to answer 100 multiple choice questions, which breaks down to about 2.1 minutes per question. This is not a hard and fast rule, but an average. Your goal is to bank time on straightforward questions to spend on more complex scenarios. For example, a question asking to identify a taxpayer's filing status will likely take you less than a minute, saving you precious time for a multi-step passive activity loss limitation question later on. The exam is divided into 2 sections of 50 questions each. After you complete the first section, you are required to take a 15-minute break. You cannot skip this break, and more importantly, you cannot go back to the first 50 questions once the break begins. This is a critical point many candidates overlook. Use this break fully. Step away from the computer, stretch, and clear your mind. Do not try to cram last-minute notes. When you encounter a difficult question, the process of elimination is your most powerful tool. The exam often includes distractors that are clearly incorrect. By eliminating just 2 choices, you've doubled your odds on a guess. Imagine a question on the 2025 additional standard deduction for a taxpayer who is 68 and blind. The answer choices might include the amount for one condition, the amount for both conditions, the regular standard deduction, and a completely unrelated number. You can immediately eliminate the regular standard deduction and the unrelated number, focusing your analysis on the correct application for 2 conditions. If you're still unsure, don't get stuck. Use our memorable phrase, answer, flag, and drag. Make your best educated guess, flag the question for review, and drag yourself to the next item. Leaving a question blank guarantees it's wrong, while a guess gives you a chance. You can return to all flagged questions within that section before you submit it. This prevents you from losing easy points at the end of the exam because you ran out of time on question 15. Now, while the exam is all multiple choice, some questions are presented as longer scenarios that can feel like mini simulations, but they are not the task-based simulations you might see on other professional exams. They'll give you a client fact pattern and ask a question based on it. Don't be intimidated. Read the final question first to understand what you're solving for. Then go back and pull only the relevant data from the scenario. It's a common trap to get lost in irrelevant details. In your final days of review, concentrate on the heavily weighted topics. For Part 1, this means mastering individual taxation fundamentals. Drill down on filing status rules, the specific tests for a qualifying child versus a qualifying relative, the distinction between gross income inclusions and exclusions, and crucially, the difference between adjustments for AGI, also known as above-the-line deductions, and itemized deductions. Pay special attention to tricky wording. If you see absolute words like always or never, be highly suspicious. Tax law is full of exceptions. For example, a question might state that alimony received is always taxable. This is a trap. As for divorce decrees executed after 2018, alimony is not taxable to the recipient. Finally, trust the work you've put in. The exam is designed to have questions you won't know the answer to. This is normal and expected. Your goal is a passing score, not a perfect one. Maintain your confidence, manage your time effectively, and focus only on the question in front of you.